Tucked away on a perfectly normal row of shops in South London, next to a laundrette, is an unexpected gem, the Museum of Neoliberalism. The trip from Slough was an epic migration across 5 different routes of public transport, but as a barely employed member of the creative underclass, I had the time to spare. Entry is free, but booking is essential to make sure the team who run it are there to open up, rather than passed out in a warehouse or lost somewhere in a craft store. The museum takes visitors on a short journey with thought-provoking exhibits handmade by the main artist, Darren Cullen. You can discover what neoliberalism exactly is, why/how it became the dominant economic ideology, and how this has resulted in the illusion of a better quality of life, despite actually facilitating a backslide in terms of income inequality. Exhibits are tongue-in-cheek, but packed with facts about governments choosing to put market profits over people's lives and happiness, including funneling taxpayer money in the billions to unfit outsourcing corporations such as Serco. My favourite paragraph graced the bottom of a piece about bullshit jobs, next to a cabinet containing a bottle of wee donated by an overworked Amazon warehouse worker. We have been led to think of ourselves in neoliberal terms as a project to measure, work on and improve performance, whether monitoring our daily steps, downing energy drinks or maintaining our personal brand on social media. This has also led to a mental health crisis. Workplace wellness initiatives handle this crisis by outsourcing the problems to you as an individual to solve with yoga or a nice walk, not locating the problem in your working or social conditions. It's not all doom or gloom though, with the end of the exhibition inviting us to consider alternatives to neoliberalism and its stranglehold on the world. Like all good museums, there's a gift shop at the end where you can treat yourself to some art pieces. All in all, I really enjoyed my trip to the Museum of Neoliberalism. The exhibits are funny, but also quite shocking in a lot of ways. It was quite sobering to see a real slice of the type of insulation that was used in the Grenfell fire disaster, for example. At the end, I was lucky enough to have a chance to chat with Darren Cullen, the artist behind it all. He was lovely to me. I've liked Darren's work for a really long time, so it was cool to see it in the flesh, and I really enjoyed my chat with him. Thank you for your time, Darren. It was really nice to talk to you, and I loved seeing what you've done with the place. As we all know, anarchists love stickers. I got some from the gift shop. Dolphins are bad people. It has to get worse before it gets worse. I've got a one-way ticket to Party Town. This one is one of my favourites. As well as this super demotivational postcard. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll die in the vast emptiness of space. The museum is pretty small, so I recommend you check out a few of the other things in Lewisham. There's some good shopping, a Museum of Migration, which is pretty new, and also lots of great beauty salons. I got a pedicure done to treat myself, but a few years ago I had a perm done in Lewisham, and that turned out great too. I hope you enjoyed this little review of a little museum, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Why is the Slough High Street branch in Lewisham? The fuck?